Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel.
We're the Dawnties.
My name is Rochelle.
And I'm your favorite Donna.
And today, we're getting into a great Disney debate. Dun dun dun! Alright, so in today's video, we are going to ask your guys' help in solving this Disney debate. And yes, it is all Frozen related. So we've had this argument, or this discussion, and we want to present what we think to you guys, and then you guys can let us know down below what you guys believe is the truth. So,
I'm right.
The big question is Elsa dead?
She ain't dead.
She says no. I say yes. Of course, we've seen the movie multiple times. The second movie, obviously, this is all Frozen 2. And I found some interesting evidence to support my thoughts that Elsa is in fact dead.
She ain't dead.
Alright, so I'm just gonna jump right into it, and yes, I took notes.
She did. Watching the movie, she's sitting there writing notes. I'm like, really?
Yes, because the lyrics are a big part of my support evidence. Okay, well, first of all, let's just start from Into the Unknown. Okay, first of all,
why don't you start with Lost in the Woods? That's towards the middle of the movie. And oh my god, she loves that song.
Into the Unknown. Just the title, I mean, we know what it's about, her trying to find this voice that's calling to her. What is more unknown than death? To be frank, I mean, a lot of people are afraid of death, because it's unknown. We don't know what actually happens when we die, in the afterlife or whatever that is. And if you just break down the lyrics, what is more unknown than death? Okay? That's my first thought. Do you have an argument for that?
No, keep going.
Okay.
I'm going to save mine for the end.
Okay.
Let you get all yours out.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's look at the mom's lullaby that she sings to Anna and Elsa when they're kids. The lullaby actually says, face what you most fear. Face what you most fear. What do most people fear? Death. The unknown. Things that they're not sure of what's going to happen. That's a very common fear. And she's saying you have to face it. Okay? Facing death. Okay. Okay.
I have a thought on that.
Okay, go ahead.
I think the thing she's most afraid of is her power.
Okay, in the first movie, she was. Because that's how she was raised, was to conceal, don't feel. And being afraid of hurting others around her. True. Second movie comes around, she's open. The kingdom is accepting of her ice powers, right?
Okay.
So, debunked.
Okay.
Okay, and then overall, this movie has a theme of transformation, and that obviously starts with Olaf's first line, where he talks about, you know, hey, do you ever, like, think about the notion that nothing is permanent? And then he talks about change mocks us with her beauty. So, and obviously the whole point is transformation, and then Olaf later in the movie says, you know, that the enchanted forest is supposed to bring on transformation, but he doesn't know what that means, but he's very excited to find out what it means. And so obviously transformation is a very big, heavy theme throughout this entire movie, and Elsa transforms to death. She dies. Okay, we do know that she dies in the movie, but did she come back to life, or is she actually still dead? Okay, as a human, let's think about after she freezes to death, okay? When she's a human, she was lost. She didn't feel like she fit in anywhere. Even after her powers were revealed and accepted by everybody, she still felt like she wasn't where she belonged. And then actually in the song, Into the Unknown, she says, do you know deep down I'm not where I belong? Obviously, she doesn't belong with the human world. She belongs with the spirit world, which what are spirits? Okay, well, whenever you die, it's a spirit, right? Ghosts
no,
are
she
spirits.
belonged at that ice castle.
Okay, no. Once she died, she found her true self, and she found where she belonged, which was in the spirit world. So, the whole transformation, I believe Elsa dies and transforms into a spirit. We do know she is the fifth spirit, but a spirit cannot be human. It cannot be an actual living form, right? I mean, and we actually had this discussion about how, well, if she was a spirit, how come Anna and Kristoff could go and hug her? Well, the salamander is a spirit, and you can physically hold him. So she's in a physical form, but I think she is an actual spirit. She's no longer human. So then, going back to the lyrics of the lullaby, this is in the scene where she actually is transforming. She has gone to Holland, and her mom is singing to her, and the lyrics, or the reprise of that song is playing, and it says, go down deep into her sound, but not too far or you'll be drowned. Well, obviously she goes too far and she dies. I mean, that's in the movie. You can't refute that she actually freezes to death because she went too far, right? Okay.
She did freeze.
She did. Yeah, she did. She froze to death. Early on, Anna warns her about dying and going too far, and you're going to die if you're not careful, and she yells at her for not being careful. She's trying to protect Elsa from her fate, which is dying, I believe. Now, this might be a stretch, and she even laughed at me whenever I said this, but in the song Show Yourself, as she's walking into Holland, she gets off the water horse, and she says, I'm dying to meet you. She's dying. Yes, it's a phrase, and people say that all the time, but in this context, I actually think she means I am going to die in order to meet you, which is really herself. Her true self, which is the death form. Okay, no, shush. So, once she freezes to death and Olaf starts flurrying away, he knows that Elsa has gone too far because her magic is disappearing, and which is how Olaf dies, right? He disappears because Elsa's magic is gone because she's dead. She is in the process of transforming that we don't know just yet in that point in the movie. So Olaf disappears, all of Elsa's magic disappears. Then, after, realizing what has been happening, Anna knows that she's lost two people or a snowman and her sister. And she goes to Matthias and says, my sister gave her life for Arendelle.
Because at that time she thought she's dead.
She knows.
She thought she's dead.
She knows that Elsa is dead. And then lastly, Elsa did not abdicate the throne. She did not willingly give it to Anna. And
yes, she did.
No, she did not. She does believe that Arendelle is better under Queen Anna rather than Queen Elsa, but she does not willingly give it up. She dies so her sister can inherit the throne. Hey guys, we're popping in here because I have one more kind of final thought before we get into her brilliant thoughts, so stay tuned for that. I want to talk about the entire sequence of Show Yourself. So let's just think about in media, in movies and TV shows, when someone dies, there's a lot of people who say that they're scared to die, but then when they're on the verge of dying, they kind of feel a calming, serene feeling whenever they are about to die. They are told not to go to the light.
Right? Don't go into the light, or like poltergeist. Don't go into the light. Didn't she say don't go into the light? Yeah. Anyways, I don't know where that came from. Frozen.
But then they also talk about seeing like their past loved ones who have died, and seeing them and welcoming them or whatever. So the entire Show Yourself sequence, I am convinced, is the entire death scene for Elsa. So she goes into Holland, she follows the light, she literally chases the light into the ice cave that is now Holland, right? As she's approaching, she feels scared. She says she's trembling, but not from the cold. Once she gets there, she feels like she's home. She's feeling more calm and ready to see what awaits her on the other side. That's what I think. So she follows the light. She chases the light. And there is one other thing I want to mention in movies and TV shows and things like that. When people die, a lot of times you'll see their spirit lift up out of their body and turn into a ghost or a spirit or what have you, depending on what show or movie you're watching. So she goes into it scared, she feels more calm, she follows the light through the entire sequence of Show Yourself, and she sees, it isn't until after she realizes that's where she belongs and she steps into the little icon or snowflake on the ground into the fifth spirit spot. That's when everything comes to life. That's when this bright light shines up out of her, which I think is the spirit leaving her body, her human spirit. And then after that, that's when she sees her mom, who is actually welcoming her, saying, come on, darling, homeward bound. And then Elsa sings, I am found. She knows where she belongs. So I think the entire sequence is Disney's way of killing Elsa, and that's her entire death scene. Once she transforms to white hair, lighter skin, a white dress with the little purple accents, that's when she starts seeing memories of the past. And, you know, that's another thing, too, in movies and TV shows, that they talk about your life flashing before your eyes. So, I think that is her entire death scene for Elsa. And she's actually dead. So then whenever she gets to going too far and she freezes, I think she's already dead at that point. So she just froze because she went too far. Any thoughts on that one?
Still sticking to what I say.
Okay, well then let's hear what your thoughts are.
You done? Okay.
Yes. She's dead.
Here's my take on it, y'all.
What is your elaborate take on this?
The first movie,
Yes.
Anna
Yes.
freezes solid like a popsicle.
She does.
And then all of a sudden she thaws out because her sister loves her.
Yes.
That's the first one. Now, second one. Elsa freezes solid like a popsicle.
Yes, she does.
And then Anna goes and does that totally selfless act of making the rock giants break down the dam so that it floods Arendelle and it makes everything all great for the spirits. When Anna does that, then Elsa, poof, she thaws out. Just like Anna did in the first one.
Okay, first of all,
That's what happened, y'all.
in the first movie, she had a frozen heart that had to be thawed out by an act of true love. Which, okay. In the second movie, the spirits are all enraged because of the betrayal of
Grandpa was a bad dude.
King Grandpa.
Grandpa was a bad dude, y'all.
So, King Grandpa
King Grandpa.
So King Grandpa enraged the spirits because of betraying the Northaldron people.
And then when Anna fixed it, then that made the spirits all happy, and Elsa unfroze.
Well, at that point, she is transforming into a spirit because she died. She died. We saw her last breath, and yes, Anna had the same type of situation, but she was frozen because of being shot in the heart with her ice powers. She did not go too far and die. She was frozen. She didn't die. She was frozen because of her frozen heart.
Frozen, same. No. Love thought him out. The end.
I believe that Elsa is a spirit because not only does she transform to a spirit, I mean, she is the fifth spirit, but she physically transformed as well. She's like ghost white. Her outfit is completely white.
She turned white before she froze.
This is true. Elsa's dead.
She unfroze just like Anna unfroze. Same, the end.
Okay, how many people out there actually thought when Anna ran up to hug Elsa at the very end that she was going to run right through her? I truly did. I thought she was going to run up to hug her and go right through her because Elsa is dead. She's dead.
But she didn't. So she's alive now.
No. The little salamander, Bruni, you can hold him. He's a physical form of the fire spirit. I believe that she is a spirit. She died. She is now one with the spirit world. That's where she belonged this entire time. She is the fifth spirit.
What y'all think?
So leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on Frozen 2. And do you think Elsa is actually dead, or do you think she died and came back to life?
She thawed out, man. It's all good.
Okay, now I'm really wanting to go watch the movie again for like the 6th time in 2 weeks. But I really think that she's dead. There's a lot of heavy undertones to this movie, heavy themes. The lyrics, if you actually break down the lyrics and most of the songs, it's talking about death and her dying to find her true self. She had to die to find the true spirit of who she is, which is now where she belongs.
See, you're thinking way too much into this. This is a Disney movie. Froze, unfroze, same, the end.
Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you think down below, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
I inhaled my fire. She is dead. She's gone. She snorted. She never snorts. Oh my god. She dead. Nah, she thawed out. You almost poked me in the eye. Safe, thawed out. It's all good. She's dead.